I don't know if you can you see me this number? Does this number mean anything to you, Steve?
420 come together.
Yeah. I'll hide the definition of what that is for a second, but it has various meanings. But I didn't know if that, being someone who's interested in code would know what that was. There's a couple of things you would not know. There's a beer in my part of the world called Sweetwater 420. And it's also, I think, a number when people get busted over here for marijuana. But this is actually the length of a Beatle track come together. By design, I'm not sure, by the Beatles back then, but it's an interesting... And so that leads me to my first creative question. If there was a fantastic song, an iconic song that the world knows, is it even possible to somehow use the lyrics, if you were teaching your class right now, take the lyrics from that iconic song and through code in some way create the poster, create the key image that represents the story of that song? Is that even possible in your world or not?
Yeah, absolutely. I would consider most of the world that's surrounding us to be quantifiable in some sense. The sounds, the smells, the colors, even like temperatures. It's like sweltering hot in Denmark right now. I know this may actually, at least in my experience, offend some of my students because they have some sort of like a more romanticized view of the world as being this wonderful magical place that we're in. And as soon as I start breaking it down to its components and talking about quantifying stuff to be able to feed it in as some input into a generative code sketch, for example. On one hand, it's fantastic, it's amazing, it's awesome. And on the other hand, some people feel like it's detracting from their previous encounter with this particular song or lyric or poem or whatever. We've seen many great cases where lyrics, as you're referring to, has been treated as text that is a bunch of strings of characters that can be represented with a number. If you don't want to do a big semantic analysis of the content of the lyrics, but just treat it as a series of strings and characters, well, definitely, absolutely. It's the easiest thing to do, to just make a visualization based on rules that you define of that particular song.